Christmas is just around the corner, and here at Wesley Mission our teams are working hard to bring hope and joy to people in need, helping people experiencing homelessness into safe accommodation, taking calls from people in crisis, making sure struggling families and their children have food to put on their table, doing all the good we can for more than 115,000 Australians. Maybe some of you have bought a gift or made a donation not knowing who might be on the receiving end. I'd like to take you behind the scenes to meet our Wesley Aunties and Uncles team as they receive a huge donation of toys for our kids in our mentoring program.
Have fun, ladies. Bye. Use those muscles, ladies.
Foosball table here, that's always popular. I have a young boy that might like that.
Aunties and Uncles has been running for 48 years. It was started in 1974 by a social worker and visionary lady named Rose White. She was only in her 20s herself when she started the program, but she saw the need for positive role models and mentoring outside family units for a lot of disadvantaged kids in inner Sydney. She started taking on some of the mentoring roles herself, recruiting some of her friends. It just grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's been operating now for almost 5 decades. Tracy. Just super efficient, yeah. Right now, we're unpacking all the cars from our donation of toys from Brentwood Village. Take them inside, sort them out into age brackets.
Oh, it's actually a weaving kit. It's fabulous to see some toys for older children, which is lovely.
Lots of Lego, nice for a young boy. Oh, and Hot Wheels cars, bit of a car theme.
That's a really
here.
cute little one.
We've got about 100 toys here, or maybe a couple of hundred. So this is a football for some of the older kids, some of the boys in the program.
Good for brothers.
Yes.
They're all going to get distributed amongst all the different families that we have, so case managers will come along and divide them up. The case managers will take them out to each family and get to give them, which is always really nice.
That's lovely for girls.
It is. Fantastic.
Lovely for girls.
They'll be ready for school next year.
I know.
Oh, some more games, nice felt. That's always cute, isn't it? We got some nice Monopoly games here. That's always a nice one.
Today we have over 110 kids linked in the program and over 200 mentors. We've still got about 200 on our waiting list waiting for a match. To get bigger and better, we have plenty of volunteers. We've got amazing kids on the waiting list. It really comes down to funding.
Well, they don't have very much, so this is obviously very welcome. And it comes from a good heart, so it's always well received by all the kids in our program.
We got lots of balls coming through. We got lots of kids on my caseload that would love some balls.
A wonderful woman at Brentwood Village named Hermione. She has spearheaded donations from the residents that live there. We know that some of the villagers spend all year going to the shops, getting little presents each time they shop and putting them in the cupboard to bring to the Christmas lunch that we usually have. One of the special things that's happening here is that the residents who have donated these gifts don't know where it ends up.
Heaps of colouring in stuff, which is always fun to keep the kids busy in the school holidays. Thanks, Liv. They're all just left there for us to have a look at. We're not sure who donates what or how much, so it's just really nice that they're happy to be so generous when we don't know who's going to receive them, you know? It looks like someone's put together a little bit of a pack.
Community partnerships to Aunties and Uncles are essential.
It makes all the difference. Like a lot of our mums might not have much money. They might end up with, you know, just a couple small gifts or maybe no gifts at all. And this means that they get to have a whole bunch of stuff to unwrap on Christmas Day.
We are a volunteer program, so we can't operate without the love and care of volunteer aunts and uncles. And then the donations we get from Brentwood are that extra cherry on top. Hello, Wesley Aunties and Uncles. Stop. I've just had the best phone call from Hermione at Brentwood Village. She's just called me to say they've had some last-minute donations from some of the residents that weren't able to make it yesterday when we picked all the toys up. So I'm going to go down later today and pick those up. And likewise, I've got an extra bag that I'd snuck into my car yesterday. We were driving away and this lovely couple pulled up and they were tapping on the window like, am I too late to give our presents? Which absolutely not. We are so grateful for every single donation that we get, and we were able to pass these through the window and add them to the table as well. These gifts end up with the families that we work with. So there might be a family that has 4, 5, 6 kids even. We might only have 1 or 2 of those kids actually matched in the program, but we will take presents for all of the kids to make sure that everyone's getting something. Wesley Mission is a faith-based organisation, so the meaning of Christmas is essential to our program. We do this because we are a key part of the community. We really care about our community. The programs that are on offer at Wesley Mission make sure that there is no one left behind, and that's why this program is so perfect for what we're all about at Wesley Mission. Look at the presents, and I've been here for 7 years now, and I'm always going, oh, that's amazing, where do they even find this? And then I'm on Google trying to find the present that they've donated.
You can give people real hope and practical support at wesleymission.org.au. Together, we can brighten a family's Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I think people are amazing. We can turn dark to light. We can fly through storms. We can change worlds, but we can't always do it alone. If you need help, we could work together. Find out more at wesleymission.org.au. We are here for you.
Oh, Tracy, what have you got there?
I have a little friend visiting all the way from the savannah in Africa. This is Harold.
Ladies, we'll put them over the back, I think. We're trying to put them out on the table with some organised chaos, maybe like age range or type of toy, and that will just help us with our sorting and help us when it comes to choosing what toys we want to pick for the families that we support.
It might be nice for one of our mums. Thank you so much. Thanks for making the trip down to drop them off to us too.
Okay.
That was one of the residents from Brentwood Village. So sometimes the residents miss out on getting to drop the gifts off on the day. They want to make sure that they get them to us, so they'll drop them off a little bit later.
A lot of the residents put a lot of thought and effort into the presents that they buy. So not only is it an activity book where you can sit down for 10 minutes with mum or dad and actually learn some things, but it's also got the well-being aspect to it too, which is really important for everyone.
I was expecting this to feel like something.
What have you got there, Tracy?
What don't I have, Liv? This looks like some kind of a pet. I've got some construction toys, some outdoor toys, a cricket bat. Whoever gets these is going to have a lovely time playing in the backyard.
Got some kids in mind for these ones?
Yeah, there's a family of 3 little boys. They range from 18 months to 6 years, so there's something here for all of them.
Keep those together.
Got this exceptional blanket, which was sewn by the Knitters and Natters group of ladies. I don't think many of us have received something so special and handmade like this in our life, so this is going to go to a special family. And not only that, the women who are in the Knitters and Natters group, they also do a market stall, and throughout the year, the money that they have raised from selling their items at the market stall, they have also donated to us as part of our donation this year. Generosity is definitely growing each year. When it first started, there was still an incredible amount of gifts, but I feel like every year we show up, it's just getting bigger and better. It makes you very speechless to know that there are so many kind-hearted and generous people out there. I think a lot of us have heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a family, and these residents are part of Aunties and Uncles.
Here, it's a little bit old. To be Santa's little helper is amazing. It just brings the Christmas spirit alive at this time of year.
We've got some gift tags that when we wrap them, we can put the names of the child on so we know who they're going to.
I saw it.
They'll be age and gender appropriate. guys.
Come along and lend a hand.
Thank you for joining us.
One of our mentors, we call her Auntie Liz. She has joined us today to help with wrapping of the presents. Obviously, it's a really big job, so we need all hands on deck.
So today we're wrapping presents for 3 little ones aged 18 months and 4 years and 6. So we're trying to sort them into piles, and poor Maddie's just having some trouble.
I've made a misjudgment of... I'm not quite sure how we're going to make this one work.
My favourite part of wrapping gifts is getting it right, and also just, you know, the excitement that the kids are going to have on Christmas Day, because they never know what they're going to get, so it's always a surprise.
Maybe you need to sort of stick it down before you...
Liz has been matched to her niece for over 3 years. They're coming up to graduation, and she's going to help us and also pick out some things that her niece might like while she's here.
That's 2.5.
She was 9 when I first met her, and now she's nearly 14. Well, we do everything from just hanging out sometimes and playing games, but we've done a few sort of really great things. I took her to see Frozen the musical in the city in Sydney, and she stayed with me for a night while we did that. And we've been to the observatory in Sydney and looked through the telescope and the planetarium, and we've got the same sense of humour, she and I. We laugh at funny words, and we have this sort of banter going between us that we have each time we meet, you know, and we sort of catch up and laugh at the same things.
Wow, this was almost
Yeah, I like nice flat objects. They're easy to wrap in a tidy way. And it's always tricky when you've got something that's a bit misshapen and you have to try and wrap the paper around it and make it nice and neat.
We have a 3-year case management term in our program. When we reach the 3-year mark, we like to do what is called a graduation. And that's where we deem the relationship is happening really naturally, really organically, and it doesn't need the case management support anymore. So we graduate and celebrate it, certificates, gifts, and then we step away from our case management and just let the relationship continue naturally as it would as an auntie and niece or auntie, uncle, nephew.
Because I'm an empty nester, so now I can get back into knowing what, you know, young people do and what they think, and, you know, well, I'm the lucky one. I get the better end of the deal.
Every day our Wesley Mission team are helping people in need. There are real people with real stories whose lives can be completely changed by your generosity. Visit wesleymission.org.au to see how you can make a difference.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I think people are amazing. We can turn dark to light. We can fly through storms. We can change worlds, but we can't always do it alone. If you need help, we could work together. Find out more at wesleymission.org.au. We are here for you.
We're unpacking all the cars from our donation of toys from Brentwood Village. The residents who have donated these gifts don't know where it ends up. It's one of our mentors, we call her Auntie Liz. She has joined us today to help with wrapping of the presents.
She was 9 when I first met her, and now she's nearly 14. You know, well, I'm the lucky one.
It's critical to have good mentors in our program. You might be the right person to become a volunteer auntie and uncle with us if, first of all, you love kids. That's got to be the #1 thing. You have the time on a weekend to donate once a month to spend time and form that ongoing long-term relationship with them. You have to have fun. I think that's really important. And just a kind, caring, non-judgmental, understanding kind of nature.
Before I first did this, because, you know, Wesley was sort of talking to me on the phone, and I went along to their training course, and that was really good. I was really nervous though, and I don't get nervous very much, but I was, and I was thinking, what can I possibly do to improve the life of a little girl? And it wasn't until I met her the first time that I realised that there's a lot. you know what, I'm the lucky one.
The perfect wrap, you have to roll the paper out and measure it and make sure that it's going to cover the entire gift, because you don't want any gaps and you don't want to run out of paper halfway through wrapping a present and having to use a different type of paper. Trying to cut it straight so that your edges line up nicely, and then making sure you have the sticky tape on standby and that you can actually find the end of the sticky tape.
Matching them with an auntie and uncle, they don't have to do big expensive things. It really is about quality over quantity, but it's just creating those really beautiful memories that when they're adults, they'll look back and go, oh, I remember I had that Auntie Liz.
Life throws stuff at everybody, doesn't it? But yeah, I'd like to sort of stay as her aunt. I need a sticker to put on here, Elson.
We put a lot of time and a lot of thought and effort into our matching process. We get out to meet the kids and their families. We'll ask them a range of questions. We'll get to know a little bit about them, their hobbies, their interests, their favourite foods, to kind of form this profile of, you know, what they're after in an auntie and uncle. And likewise, when we are assessing our aunties and uncles, we ask them quite an extensive list of questions as well to form a profile. And you might have a young boy who says, you know, I really want to learn how to fish. And then the next week, you'll do an interview with one of our aunties and uncles, and the uncle will say, oh, I'm a keen fisherman, and it's kind of like, oh, in your mind you're thinking, yes, this is going to be something that could really work for this young person that I have on my caseload.
I'm already planning for next year's birthday, because I know she really likes musicals. So I'm going to find a good musical that we can go to, and for a special treat for her birthday. So that's what we're going to do. I think I might even make it a tradition.
That's probably more the middle one.
Ready, set, go. Hey! Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
What sort of ball doesn't bounce?
Didn't you just... Did you say snowball?
A snowball.
What did Santa ask Rudolph about the weather?
Is it raining?
Close.
Oh,
is it going to rain deer?
Oh, I like you were very close. I wasn't.
What do you get when you eat Christmas decorations?
Gingerbread.
Yes, how did you know that? We have had the best day. It's always so much fun when the team can get together. We work in so many different offices over different regions of New South Wales, so it's always very special when we get together, and we just love being with each other.
I hope that the mum is going to really enjoy it, and that the kids are going to be really excited on Christmas Day.
If you'd like to give hope to families in need this Christmas, you can donate to Wesley Mission's Christmas Appeal at wesleymission.org.au. You can provide safe accommodation, food and wraparound support that will brighten a child's Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
If you would like to learn more about Wesley Mission, visit wesleymission.org.au. You can find help in our community services, connect with our church and congregations, discover a volunteer role that suits you, stay up to date on the latest news and information, donate to support our work, and help make a positive difference in your community. You can also connect with us on social media and subscribe to receive the latest news and information about Wesley Mission directly into your inbox. Visit wesleymission.org.au.
I know, this one's going to be very full. So what we're doing now is we've finished choosing all the presents for our families. We've wrapped them all, packaging them up now to take them to our cars, and then we're going to spend the next few days playing Santa's Little Helper and delivering all the gifts to the kids in our program.
Packing up the car, make sure that we have them all going to the right people.
Oh, there's quite a few to deliver, but they should be delivered in the next 3 or 4 days.
This delivery is really special and really unique. The donor of the gifts is not known to us, and it's not known to the family, and the donor will never know who receives their gift. So just in a pure spirit of Christmas joy and generosity, They've chosen gifts that speak to them, and they're happy to share those with a child in need. We're just delivering some gifts. This is a single mum with 3 young boys. Got about 20 gifts in the car, and we're going to distribute them to 3 children now. When I was a young mum, it would have been such a relief to have someone come in and just deliver a bunch of gifts. Spoken to the mum, we know the age and gender of the children, and we know what their interests are, so we've been really lucky to have such a wide variety of gifts to choose from. I can't believe that I can come to work, wrap gifts, and drop gifts off to children and help make their Christmas brighter. I just feel so blessed. I've been with Wesley Mission for 5 years, so prior to this I was working as a case manager for our out-of-home care program, and I've been with Aunties and Uncles for just over 12 months. The kids that are in out-of-home care have been removed from their birth families and placed with foster carers or kinship carers. In Aunties and Uncles we have a variety of children from both the out-of-home care program and voluntary out-of-home care. It's so much fun, it's just really exciting, and I hope that the mum is going to really enjoy it and that the kids are going to be really excited on Christmas Day. One of the truly special things about this is that we're bringing Christmas to life in a practical way. Knock knock, special delivery. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you.
That's good. Oh, wow.
So we've had some beautiful donations of some toys that we'd like to pass on to your family on behalf of Wesley Mission.
Wow, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I just have a few more in the car.
Oh, wow.
we might need to just pop these down out of the way for you. I can just picture the children on Christmas morning, just the excitement and the joy on their face when they see the presents under the tree and the paper flying everywhere, and just their laughter and as they share what they've received.
What gift are you hoping to receive this year? One of the names given to Jesus, the baby whose birth we celebrate, is Emmanuel, the simple translation of which is God with us. Christmas celebrates the radical truth that in Jesus, God clothed himself with human frailty in order that we might experience his gift of hope. And at the end of another year of so much uncertainty, we need hope more than ever. Hope is the heartbeat of Christmas. The work we've seen here today happens every day at Wesley Mission, and you can get involved. Visit wesleymission.org.au to partner with us and change lives. A big thank you to the 9 Network, all our Wesley Mission teams, and to you. Every blessing to you and your loved ones this Christmas.